questions for you.
Okay.
Sorry, and we have to use a microphone too. All right, so the first question is, what are your career goals and how will the Tomorrow's Leaders Scholarship Program help you achieve them?
Okay. I chose to study international relations, and Tomorrow Leaders will help me to achieve this goal. First of all, studying in a prestigious and accredited college like the American University in Cairo or Beirut, or the Lebanese American University will help me to achieve this. First of all, I'll get to study in an American education system. I'll get to improve myself. It will enhance my skills, my civic skills, and leadership skills. Also, studying in such university, diverse university, will give me the chance to meet with people from different backgrounds, from different cultures. This will help. This will help me to achieve this later on when I will work, when I come back. Yeah.
Sorry, they're moving chairs around for the class upstairs.
Living abroad is always a challenge. Give us an example of a time you had to cope with a change in your social or cultural environment and how that experience affected you.
Yeah, I have an example, actually, a good example. I was a yes student last year, so I was in America. When I first got there, of course, the culture differences and everything. So my first month, or you can say the first 2 weeks, I was at school and I'll just talk or, crack a joke or something. People would take it in a serious way. Or if I'll say a serious thing, they'll take it, in a funny way. So, and some people misunderstood me in many things. And, I didn't mean something, but they took it in a different way. So, and I had a warning letter because of that. Yeah, and then I explained myself, and actually my coordinator left. She was like, all students face such things. But then I learned something. I learned to think before I say anything. I learned to adapt to the place, know the people around me, and know how they talk, how they communicate with each other. And actually, after that incident, I learned a lot. I had friends after that. I had friends before it, but it was just the first 2 weeks. But I learned a lot.
The scholarship program requires that you take part in summer activities, such as community service projects and internships. Would you describe some activities that you want to take part in while on the program, and explain why you choose them?
Yeah, I would love to get involved in the debating club. I would love that. If there is no debating club in the university, I would, try to initiate or talk to my friends to initiate such a club, because it will help me in public speaking. It will build up my confidence. It will build up, friendships with people. To tell me how to teamwork. It will teach me also how to talk and without offending people. I'll also learn how to listen from people and listen to people from different views and express also my views, because here in Yemen I don't get to here at schools we don't have the chance to learn how to express our views, how to speak coherently, and I think debating club will teach me that. Public speaking, I'll get to stand in front of people and just speak out, and I want to do that. I want to improve these skills in me.
What do you want to say?
Well, it depends on the topic that I'll pick, but at least I'll have the courage, to talk in front of people, Yeah, that's part of being a leader, yeah.
The Tomorrow's Leaders program is intense, and it requires dedication and the ability to balance numerous requirements throughout the duration of the academic program. Mm-hmm. How do you think you would handle balancing your studies with the Tomorrow's Leaders program? And tell us about a period in which you faced multiple competing demands on your time and how you prioritized those demands.
Okay. Actually, I'm facing this thing right now. I'm taking the 12th grade here in Yemen, and 12th grade in Yemen, it's a big deal. It's all about memorizing and just summing up the books and everything. And at the same time, I'm involved in many activities here at MEDs. I'm also looking for scholarships to apply to. I have activities sometimes with MEDs, so I'll come and help. So my time is kind of packed up. I can't I don't have time for myself, but I'm trying to manage them, and now I'm learning. And I consider that a big challenge for me, because it's the first time. I didn't even face this thing in America. I'm facing it right now, because school 12th grade here in Yemen is a big thing. So trying to manage this with my outgoings, with activities, with everything is kind of a challenge to me right now. And I think I'll be able to manage it later on in college, because I think college studies will be way easier, or not as much as 12th grade right now for me. And I'll be able, I know I can manage this with the summer activities, with the requirements they ask.
So how exactly do you do that?
For me?
Like you have all the competing demands. What techniques do you use to manage it, to balance it?
I'll put my studies the first thing. I'll try to study day by day, get the stuff done on time, and for the activities, I'll be able to do them if I team with people and work with people. Yeah, I'll be able to do them, because I'll be working with people, and it will make it easier for me. Yeah, and I'll be able to manage them.
All right, so the name of this scholarship is Tomorrow's Leaders. What does leadership or being a leader mean to you? Or in other words, what is a leader?
Okay. Most of people here think leadership is inherited, but I think you can gain leadership. I mean, if you I have the seeds of leadership in me. I mean, I communicate with people easily. I'm friendly. I'm sociable. I like to get stuff done on time. I balance. I like to balance. So having these seeds in you and improving these things later on in college will make you a leader later on. I mean, I'll have experience in college, I will meet new people, I'll do new stuff, and this will help me to be a leader later on. Because leadership to me is not about bossing people or just, do this and do that. Leadership is about teaming with people, inspiring people, motivating people, trying to, know what they want and express it. Do it for them, maybe help them. Yeah.
Can you describe a situation where you took a leadership role? What did you do, and what were the results of your leadership role?
Yeah, I can say that. Last year, when we were preparing for the YES program, we had to do a presentation. This was my first experience, actually. We had to do a presentation. It was one of the requirements, is to do a presentation for the YES program, and mine was about the role of women in Yemen. And I was kind of, the leader in the group. We were three, two guys and me. So I was, I was the leader of the group. And we actually did good at the end. It was my first presentation for me to speak and just do a presentation, and it went actually very good. We practiced, and we did it in front of people from the embassy, and it went well. Also in America, I participated in the CERT. It was a program. It was a training program, emergency training program, and they would tell us you have a group, pick a leader and just do what you have to do. And I was the leader of the group, and I did the practice.
Can you give us an example of a time when you faced a difficulty or a problem, and tell us what you did to solve the problem?
Yeah. It was also when I was in America. The incident that I told you about, it affected me. And also studies there. When I went there, it was all about research and critical thinking and looking up in libraries, and yeah, this was kind of a shock for me. I never tried this before, and I had to do it and just go up and make a presentation and bring stuff and talk, and yeah, it was hard for me at the beginning. I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna do that? I'm not qualified and stuff. But when I actually did it, it was good. It went well, and people liked it, and I felt good doing it. And I improved in it, and by time presentation or just doing a presentation or talking about something or making a project was an easy thing for me. Yeah.
Tell us about a time in which you were not successful in achieving what you were aiming to accomplish. What did you learn from the experience, and how did it build your leadership skills?
Also, when I was in America, there was a civic educational week, and all exchange students who are interested should write an essay and apply. It was also about leadership and stuff, but the essay was about, I wrote about the uprising that happened in my country. And I wrote and I prepared for it, and I did my best, and I took it to my teachers in America, and they checked it, and I worked on that essay. I did all what I can do in that essay. And honestly, I was expecting that they will accept me, or I'll just, I'll get to go to DC and, have this on my resume. And then they sent me an email saying that I was an alternative. I was disappointed because I'm like, why? And it was the first time for me not to get what I want, and I wanted that so bad. And it was the first time for me not to succeed. And I learned about what's going on in my country because I wrote about federalism. So I researched about that. I learned a lot about it, about federalism, about the uprising, about, all the stuff that I wrote in the essay.
So what did that teach you about leadership, or your leadership skills?
What it taught me about? Yeah, it taught me about. How to, you can say, when I read about federalism, how to manage, because the essay was about the results and what can you do when what you're gonna learn from the civic educational. So I told them that I'll be able to learn from the program and apply it. And I read about the program. It's about how to speak, how to apply your experiences in real life. That's how it helped me.
All right. So why did you apply to the Tomorrow's Leaders Scholarship Program?
Okay. I applied for the Tomorrow Leaders because I personally can't afford for such college, and I would love to go to such college. I'll get to study in a modern education, and such a prestigious college would give me even the chance later on to acquire a good career. Holding a degree from a university with a good reputation will help me later to acquire a good job. And plus the activities, I read about the universities. They have activities in there, they have summer camps, and plus the Tomorrow Leaders provide 1 semester abroad. That's what I read about. And also internship program. And I think this will help me later on when I come back to pay back to my country and help my community.
Can you tell us more about your family? What do they work?
My family?
What do they work? Your
my
parents?
father is he works in the Ma'had al-Watani, if you heard about it here.
It's the National Institute for
Public Administration.
Yeah.
Studies or something.
Yeah, he has a PhD degree and he teaches there. My mother is she's a housewife, and I have 2 sisters. Yeah. younger than me, 2 sisters younger than me.
And do they also study at, you studied at YMS, correct?
Yeah.
And do they also study there?
And not in YMS, in
Pakistan school.
Yeah, Pakistan
So you
school.
want to study there?
My younger sister in Pakistan, and the other one she's in 4th grade. She's in another school, I think.
Which one?
My younger sister. You mean what school? Montessori House, if you heard about it. Yeah.
I think so. Now, we had noticed on your application, you had originally written that your father's income is $84,000
I know.
a year.
I know. I messed up. I added actually a zero because my father has, and I sent the paper. It's 700, but when I multiplied it, I added an extra zero, and I know I got in trouble.
Okay.
I know it. I never regretted something like that.
All right,
I
just want to
felt
clarify.
So bad.
Okay.
I mean.
So, if you don't win this scholarship, what will you do?
If I didn't win the scholarship, at least I would have gained something. I mean, it's a college interview. I'm glad that I've been through this process, wrote an essays, take the TOEFL, in an interview. But if I didn't get accepted, I'll finish my 12th grade and I'll apply. I might even apply to the colleges. I heard AUC doesn't provide full scholarships, but AUB do, so I will apply for them.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for us?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shams.